I don't know. It always irritated me in my very active, successful chess career, but it's not forbidden to look at your opponent. Last time I checked.
No, it's not, but it's somewhat frowned upon, I feel.
I'm also not sure that's what Fabi's doing. I think he's just staring.
Many times, so it's not easy to surprise someone that you know so well and have met so many times over the board, and yet you need to try at least to get to a position where you feel like you will have some chances. This is not the traditional opening we see between these two, I feel, Arturs.
Yeah, first thing, Anna, I would like to mention this was the ready opening, and every single time somebody plays a ready opening, I'm feeling much better, because that's one of my absolute top favorite openings from the white perspective. I think it gives the white player chances to improvise quite a bit. But you're right, let's go back a bit to start with the first moves and see what the players chose in this super critical matchup. Here we go. I'm gonna start knight of 3, d5, c4, the classical ready. You know, Anna, these days there's like a debate. What makes the ready opening as a ready opening? Because in a classical sense, I think knight of 3 and exactly c4 is the classical ready opening, but ultimately nowadays I think people just refer to knight of 3, and that's it. After knight of 3, g3, e3, this is the ready opening. Anyway, these are just names, maybe it doesn't really matter, but what I find it really curious that Hikaru here didn't go for the straightforward d4. He played e6, g3, and now he played e4. Now this part actually confuses me a bit.
Yeah, interesting decision to then play d4, because I guess you would normally either go for d4 immediately, or if you pick e6, then you're not planning to push the pawn. So it's one or the other, but he's merging the two ideas.
Exactly, but I think that there might be some lines that he was not super happy to enter. For example, if black plays d4, one of the common ideas for white here is to play b4, stopping black's idea to play c5 and knight c6, and that's why white is thinking in the long run to play bishop e2, apply some pressure against the pawn on e5, and there's very exciting lines. For example, black can play c5, knight c6, black can play knight f6. There's even a crazy gambit to play g5 and sacrifice a pawn. But this e6, g3, d4, I think that Hikaru is just trying to avoid some opening prep from Fabiano, and he just enters a position that he knows for sure that it's good for black, because this bishop c5, Anna, I think it's quite trendy in the last years.
It is, and they are still following about over 100 games with bishop c5. I see that it's as you have mentioned, it's been popular, and it is something that Hikaru is comfortable with, because the comfort and knowing what you're doing, of course, is one of the main factors when you pick which variation to go for. And this knight maneuver as well, that in this case we see the knight.
actually do here? March with the king forward?
Maybe so. He's reaching for the bishop. The bishop goes to e1 to guard the a5 pawn and try to sneak back through the b4 square toward d6.
Now we just c5, c6, c7. The c pawn goes forward. But I mean, both players are definitely very, very low on the clock. And Hikaru is desperately researching some opportunities. I mean, I think he wants to win the bishop and activate the king, run forward the pawn on g4. The engine is merciless, says that white is completely winning, but we have already seen more than one turnarounds in this game. So maybe there's still a final twist waiting us. I mean, for the viewers, it's definitely pure skill.
Yeah.
For the players, it's just very difficult to play this.
Incredibly difficult. You can see the reactions of Hikaru on just not believing what has happened when he was so close. He defended so well a really tough endgame, starting from the moment where White's pawn arrived on h5 and Fabi had a queen, rook and bishop putting so much pressure on Hikaru.
There's the resignation! Wow, what a game! Hikaru just resigns and he's like, I cannot believe this, Fabi, why I didn't play king c7? Fabi's like, what, king c7, there's such a move? I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure it out immediately.
As pointing at the square, I believe, that crucial moment, just a few moves ago, Hikaru Nakamura had a chance to get that really hard-fought draw. It was just a move away from him. He went to the rock square with the king, and essentially it led to the first win for Fabiano Caruana in the Candidates Tournament 2020.